You found the Sharks Broadcast podcast. Subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a 5-star rating. And 625, we got Motown Philly on your radio. We got sunshine outside of the doors here. Can it get any better? Yes, it can, I say. You might be maybe a little slow going this morning. So,
yeah,
because yesterday was Cinco de Mayo.
A lot of people take Cinco de Mayo as kind of a drinking holiday. A little bit of tequila. Maybe you go to your taqueria and hit the margaritas a little harder than normal.
Yes.
So we here at the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train asking for your hangover cures, and got some good ones. I was very impressed with a lot of the suggestions here.
Yes.
As we have oxygen. Apparently, oxygen is a good thing to hit nowadays. Ron says that, and another one for maintenance is to just after every couple of drinks. Hit a water. Just drink a water.
Water.
Apparently, how you have Gatorade? Well, Gatorade's a big one on our list. Those electrolytes come in powder form. So we had Susan saying the powdered electrolytes.
Yeah, it's one of Tom Brady's things, by the way. Every morning he gets up. No, I'm sure he doesn't have a hangover ever, except maybe that one time after the Tampa Bay parade this past year.
Oh, man.
Maybe the next morning. But anyway, you put electrolytes in your water. And there you go. There's a good start to your day.
Yeah. Susan said McDonald's Egg McMuffin and a soda.
Yeah.
Margaret was the one that said the powder form or the electrolyte, so I'm getting the names right there. Right. Karen says Stouffer's mac and cheese.
Yeah, Karen. Karen. You and me, simpatico.
Oh, this has always worked in my younger days. I forgot what a hangover feels like now. Patrick says soda water in between drinks and then red Gatorade. So you got to do the red Gatorade.
All right.
So we've got some great suggestions. Of course, Facebook.com. A lot of water. People just say the natural thing.
Yeah. Well, there's some very strange ones. I had never heard of green beans before. That's bizarre. Just green beans and water?
No.
Come on now. Have you heard of pickles?
Nope.
Yep. That's another one that they say will take away hangovers.
Huh.
Just bizarre.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
It's kind of an offshoot of vinegar or something.
I guess so.
Huh.
I don't know. I kind of like the Stouffer's mac and cheese idea the best.
Yeah, that one's by far the most appealing.
Yeah, it is. Maybe you're recuperating. Maybe you're, doing the whole, I shouldn't have done what I did yesterday thing, which it's okay. It's okay.
That's rough on a Wednesday.
You know what? You know what's really rough is that the older I get, the less I can do that.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's just like, I can't really recover.
I can't imagine. This used to be the way it was. I used to hit it hard sometimes. Something would happen just even like a Tuesday. When you're 21, 24 years old.
Not even that young. I remember doing it in my 30s. I mean, you remember. You were around for that decade.
But you would get to lunch. You get to noon and you're like, wow, I had a really good day so far today. I'm feeling better and I was pretty effective. That's amazing. Just after, it was amazing how you would recover. Now, there's no way. You're sleeping it off on Sunday for something you did the weekend before.
On Tuesday.
Man.
I know. Well, there are some very strange hangover cures. For instance, I've never heard of egg drop soup and lemonade.
Okay.
A combination of those two, I guess, is going to take your hangover away.
Yes, I've heard, different variations of spicy noodles have healing powers.
Really?
Yeah. Pho, that's a good,
yes,
like a hot
pho
soup.
Is on this, yeah.
Various hot soups. That falls right in. Yeah, sweet, hot and sour soup.
Yeah, if you can take it, swimming in cold water is another hangover cure. That's going to maybe shock your body back into optimal use. Yeah.
I've teased this so much that I have to expose it. Here's Train's number one hangover cure. You gotta walk a couple of miles. That's my thing.
That's true. You were saying yesterday. Now, what did you do?
Yeah. You can call it the walk of shame if you want. I think it has, restorative properties that if you're hungover, just walk to the place where you left your car. Even if it's, 5 miles. Believe me, that is the best hangover cure is walking to your car wherever you left it.
So you have in the past gone to a particular establishment, knew that you just couldn't make it home.
Yep.
And then what? You walk home or you get a ride, and then the next day you go get your car.
Yeah, within reason. I mean, like 3 miles starts to get a little rough. You don't want to do like a Boston Marathon length walk, but it's always good. Within your neighborhood, if it's a mile or two, you'd be amazed at how good your hangover, how much your hangover gets cured from walking miles away.
There it is. Good advice from the train when he was a baby. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo.
That's cute.
It's wicked cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss that little baby. Now he's a full cooked adult. At 6:51, it's the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. What are you saying about the meteor shower or something?
Yeah, we are right now. Our Earth is going through the tail of Halley's Comet. Isn't that exciting? Of course,
wow. Anybody jumping aboard?
It last visited us in 1986, and baby Cosmic Train very disappointed at that because it was just kind of a dud. But I guess
I remember you telling me like you were waiting for Halley's Comet, right?
Man, for probably 6-7 years. I'm like 1986. It's coming. Here we go. Just expecting it to be this huge ball of fire in the sky, and it was nothing. Couldn't see anything. Is that where your
anxiety started?
From the ball of fire in the sky? The fact that it didn't show up? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, so what's cool is, early morning, like, for our early birds here, I'm talking 3 a.m., 4 a.m., these are the peak times as we're going through the comet. You want to look in the eastern sky, and I guess these meteors kind of skim along our atmosphere like a flat rock over a lake. They last a lot longer.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Normally shooting stars are just, and that's all you see.
Yep.
These, I guess, burn longer and brighter, just because, the composition of the comet particles and the fact that it's coming in at a different angle on our atmosphere in the east.
Wow.
So, next couple of days for the early birds, 4 a.m., because, man, it was almost bright at 4:45 this morning.
Wow. We got Neil deGrasse Tyson sitting over here, sitting up here in the Shark Tank.
Halley's Comet owes me something, and I just want to see something from it.
Well, there you go. 21. How are you, my friend? Thanks so much for being here with us. Time now for the Brain Strain. Train's got a pile of KTP gift cards that he's just sitting on, just waiting to give to you.
How beautiful the weather is. What a perfect gift, the KTP gift card outfitting the great outdoors since 1938, Route 1 in Kittery. Now,
can I have one of those, by the way? I love KTP.
Here you go.
Oh, hey, thanhanks, Train. All right.
We got spring cleaning.
It would be harder than that.
Spring cleaning time, and New Englanders, when they spring clean, well, when it comes to spring cleaning chores, New Englanders, they hate this the most. So which spring cleaning chore do New Englanders hate the most? That's what we're looking for today, 1-877-425-SHARK.
If it's my family, it must be putting the actual dirty dishes from the sink into the dishwasher, which is literally 6 inches away.
That's, it's funny. I think of my Nana. My Nana, for spring cleaning, she would wash everything. Like the turkey. I'm like, well, Nana, why are you washing the turkey pan from Thanksgiving again? Yep. It's clean. Oh, it's spring cleaning. You have to do this.
Oh, Lord,
yeah,
really?
Nana would clean every single thing in the house.
Yeah, no, I'm not that. No.
Yeah, she would.
I don't do that. I just want the dirty dishes that are in the sink to go into the dishwasher. That's it.
It's nothing to do with any kind of dishes. Yeah.
Okay. No dish situation at all.
Nope.
All right, what else do I hate? I really hate washing the floor. Is it washing the floor?
No, it's not washing the floors.
All right, I'm out of guesses. 877-45-SHARK. Give it a shot. You win the KTP gift card if you get the answer we're looking for. The Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. We're playing the Brain Strain. What's your question for today, Train?
Well, those New Englanders, when it comes to spring cleaning, this is the chore that they hate the most. What is it?
All right, 877-45-SHARK. Good morning. What's your guess?
Gutters.
Oh, cleaning out the gutters. That's really bad, too.
It's not mucking the gutters. Nope, it's nothing with the gutters.
Good morning. I think washing windows.
It is the windows. New Englanders do not do windows, apparently. Washing windows is the most hated thing.
I hate doing the windows.
Yeah.
Good job.
When I was a kid, that's what my mother made us do. We had to wash all the windows. I hated it.
Oh, man. I would have hated it, too. Who's this?
This is Tim from Webb City.
All right, Tim. Yeah, washing the windows. We hate that the most. I agree.
Yeah, it's not so much the original action. It's just that it streaks and streaks and streaks. You just can't get them clean.
There's some stuff at the big box stores like Lowe's or any hardware store, and it's called glass cleaner, specifically glass cleaner.
Okay.
And it's in a big blue can.
And that prevents it from streaking?
Yes.
That's the thing, is they look worse. When I do them, they look worse than when I'm done. That's so sad.
Yeah, even if sometimes you get Windex, it streaks. But this stuff called glass cleaner at, I think I was at Lowe's in Epping.
Okay, and it's blue?
Yep. Okay. It's a blue cap, and it's white and blue letters.
Okay.
And it's specifically called glass cleaner.
Streak free. Very nice.
Yes, it's really good.
There we go.
In case you ever get, inspired to clean glass. I had to clean my bathroom glass because we have a family of birds. We have many species of birds or whatever. They used it as their personal lavatory.
Uh-oh.
My window just outside of my bathroom.
Wow. And that glass cleaner even worked on that.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I had to do, get that little scraper out there for a second. But, after that, it looks pretty good, I got to say.
There we go. Very nice.
Stevie Winwood coming up next on The Shark.
I was going to say, talk about a hangover cure. Just is so soft and smooth.
It is. It reminds me of my childhood. I mean, Rumors came out when I was a kid, and her voice is very soothing to me. I really love it. 7:35, it's a Shark Morning Show. Yes, it is the day after Cinco de Mayo. So, being your friends, we thought we'd help you out if maybe you imbibed a little bit too much last night.
Of course, you can hit us up on the Messenger and the Shark app. Also, of course, people will loading up. Thank you. Facebook.com/Shark Morning Show. We got some gross ones, Sarah, for the hangover cures. Something tells me.
How gross are they?
Well, they're not, I can say them over the air.
Okay.
They're not that bad. They're not going to violate any FCC regulations. But Dina says, half a cup of beer, add half tomato juice. It works fast. So tomato juice and beer, which I think
that's hair of the dog, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a kind of a combination hair of the dog there. That's a big one in, I think Montana and Idaho and Western Canada. They load up tomato juice and beer. They like that combination.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a strange thing. I've heard it out the Northwest.
Ew,
I've heard that. Yeah,
that sounds ew.
We've got. I would take that easily over the following. Mike says, eat raw eggs.
Oh, maybe put some protein powder in there, maybe a little bit of milk, and put it in the blender. That doesn't sound bad.
Oh, raw eggs. Huh.
I mean, you're not going to take a fork and stick it into the yolk and watch it, just dribble off your tines.
Yeah, it makes me just think of Rocky, when he gets up in the morning and that's
he drinks raw
6 or 7
eggs,
raw eggs. That's just horrible.
It's just like an oyster. It's not bad.
It's not that bad, huh? Okay. Joe, he's got eggs, but he got them cooked. My man Joe, this sounds good to me. He's got bacon, eggs, and a banana smoothie.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Not a big fan of bananas, of course, but it does have the natural electrolytes. It's got the potassium right in there.
Yeah, you put some cinnamon in there, you're all good.
Yeah, I would think that's the way to go. Red Gatorade, still getting a lot of votes for Red Gatorade. Kyle says Red Gatorade and a sausage, egg, and cheese from Dunks.
Oh, yeah. Nice work, Kyle. Thank you so much. 53, it's a Shark Morning Show. What a beautiful day. Gorgeous day today, May 6th. And we just heard not long ago, yesterday, it was announced that the Stratum Fair isn't happening this year again.
Ripped my heart out. It did, Sarah. Love the Stratum Fair. And it just gets the fair situation, the fair season in New Hampshire going.
It kicks off the whole year, It's like it starts in July. And at first blush, I thought, what's going on? This doesn't make sense, right? Even if they had reduced capacity, it seems like they could have the fair this year.
Yep. This is as angry as I've been with any cancellation of this whole thing thus far. Because I just, the temperatures and what we know about the cases, But
Right. But I did see someone on Facebook say that the planning of the fair begins right after it ends. Mm-hmm. So there's speculation that there was no way that they could get commitments from vendors in 2020, So they had to cancel again for 2021. Okay, that makes sense to me. I'm now less angry and disappointed.
Makes perfect sense. You think of, when they originally did that, what we were projecting to go through. I mean, people were talking about this thing lasting well into 2023. Remember that? 2024?
I do remember that. I do.
So, you can't book something that you don't know is not going to be there, is going to be there or not. So that makes perfect sense.
It could also be that the staffing, that they couldn't find people to actually run the fair, because everybody is looking for a job.
Yeah, there's help wanted signs everywhere. Yeah.
Looking for workers.
Yep, recruiting everywhere. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do this year. My sister lives close by. I might have to make some French fries at her house.
You're going to have to make your own funnel cake.
Yeah, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, and just go over to the fairgrounds and just pretend like it's there.
Yeah. Sorry about our big Office fans. Of course, half the cast is from New England, from Massachusetts.
I know it.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They're all from either Newton, Mass. or Canton, Mass. It seems like everybody from The Office. Well, there's a huge reveal. This is unbelievable. The show's been off the air for 7 years, but yet there's a major reveal which has got all Office fans crazy because they had a scene that was cut, and it was the father of Jan's baby. Now, of course, Jan, who was the girlfriend, semi-fiance, live-in fiance type of Michael Scott.
She was the one that went out with the intern. Something. He cut a CD, and it was during the dinner party episode.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
one of my favorite characters.
It's funny. So, she was like the devil in that episode. She certainly was something else. So later on, she has a baby, and she went to the frozen clinic there for the baby, and nobody knew who the father was. Well, it just got revealed in this special cut scene where Michael says, the tennis player. I say, well, yeah, he's a little more than that. He's a 6th-ranked player in the world. He's won 4 Grand Slams. He's a humanitarian, something with orphans. Come to find out, it's Andy Roddick. Andy Roddick, who fits all of those. He's an incredible tennis player. He's married to supermodel Brooklyn Decker. Is Andy Roddick
in real life?
Yes.
Okay.
And she is he's the fictional baby daddy of Jan's baby.
Did he really donate to a sperm bank?
No, not in real life. The backstory is he's a huge fan of The Office.
Oh,
and he and
that's great.
Yeah, the actor Rainn Wilson, who plays Dwight Schrute on The Office, they were buddies for a number of years. Yeah. So they thought, this would be great. We'll get Andy. We'll write in Andy in this scene.
Oh, he must be so psyched that he's now part of the show.
It's a little more than that. He's a humanitarian. Something with orphans, I think.
That's so funny. Great, nice investigative work.
I'm telling you,
to the bottom of that.
That's unbelievable.
Coming up, we've got Who Are You? Then we've got the governor on the show, probably around 8:40-ish this morning. Governor Chris Sununu coming on the show. We actually have an actual question for him.
I know what.
And it's more than just, did you get the blueberry pie that we sent over?
This is hard-hitting stuff.
It is. It's coming up on the Shark.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
We're the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. It's time to play Who Are You? A fun and simple game where you pick a celebrity, give the other person 3 or more clues to figure out that celebrity, and that's how you play. Well, Sarah, all my stars named May. I ran out real fast, so now I'm going to go with amazing magicians. I thought that would be kind of fun.
All right.
Amazing. So I put the May in the amazing magicians.
Okay, I like that, Train. You pivoted.
Yeah.
As we say.
Yeah. That's when I get a bad theme for the week. I just do a pivot. And this guy, very much an active magician. He is 64 years of age, born in New Jersey. The name David Seth Kotkin is his name. David Seth Kotkin is his real name. You know him as something else.
Gallagher?
It is, no, Gallagher, he was a comedian that smushed watermelons. He really didn't do magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't he, pull some flowers out of his sleeve sometimes?
He may have. My apologies to the great Gallagher. I'm not sure if he ever did
And actually, magic. I think Gallagher is his actual name.
Yes.
So that was a stupid guess. All right, Go ahead.
This guy's won 21 Emmy Awards and probably, I would say, most famously, made the Statue of Liberty disappear. He made it disappear on TV.
Oh, who was that? Oh, gosh. I don't know.
I remember the hottest woman in the universe in the 90s was Claudia Schiffer. And this was his romantical partner. He was romantically linked to Claudia Schiffer for like 7 years.
Oh, David. His name is David. All I can think of is Coverdale, but that's not
so
right.
close. Yeah, you got it.
Copperfield.
You got it.
David Copperfield.
Yeah,
oh,
that's it. David Copperfield. Yeah, that's a takeoff from Charles Dickens character.
Oh, yep. Is that where he got his name?
That's where he got his name, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Now I kind of like that hot guy who's got his own show in Vegas. What's his name?
Chris Angel.
Yes.
I saw that show, and I met him. So that may be a clue later on next week.
You met Chris Angel?
Yeah. He went to the Orleans, which is where I always gamble, and he was there.
Get out.
Yep.
He makes me feel very uncomfortable.
I didn't know that. If I see him next time, I'll have to tell him.
Holy mackerel, that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Anyway, all right, let's move on, shall we? Doing a radio show. This guy, happy birthday to this guy, celebrity, big-time actor, I tell you. Born May 6, 1961 in Lexington, Kentucky. He's been in a million films, I tell you. But his biggest role and the role that got him recognition was playing Dr. Doug Ross on ER from 1994 to 1999.
Okay. George Clooney, right?
Yes, George Clooney.
There we go. Nephew to Rosemary Clooney.
Yes, who I love.
Yep.
She was a fantastic jazz singer, by the way.
She was a superstar. And
yes.
she always loved George. She was just like, you've seen my kid there, the nephew? He's unbelievable. She always promoted him. Like on Larry King. Larry King didn't even know who he was, and she would promote him.
She would say, check out my nephew, George.
Yep,
That's
he's
so cute.
Great-looking kid. He's talented. He's going to be somebody.
She was talented.
Rosemary.
I remember her most by singing the Coronet paper towel jingle on television. Extra value is what you get when you buy Coronet. But anyway, happy birthday to George Clooney.
Hey. All right.
If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, too. Coming up next, we got the Governor Chris Sununu coming up. With Sarah and A-Train, we've got Governor Chris Sununu on the phone with us. And Governor, we have an actual question for you, which is unusual for us, I realize.
I know.
Vaccines are now available by walk-in at Walmart, Sam's Club, Walgreens, but not the 50 CVS locations in New Hampshire. What's up with that?
We asked them to be, we have our Vinny system and this great registration system, and they just didn't want to be part of that. And we said, okay, fine, well, go ahead and do your own thing if you want, which is fine. And they just chose not to. And so, again, just a big oversight on their part. We were super fast regardless because, as working with our Walgreens partners, working with the state sites, we were terrific. So they didn't want to be part of our system. They went off and did their own thing, and it turns out they weren't doing a whole lot. So they're going to start up this week, and just like all the other pharmacies. But, we're blessed in that in New Hampshire we've been able to get the vaccine out faster than anybody else, even without them. And that's partly because, from the state's perspective, we just have these awesome, these really good partnerships. They're awesome. And we do everything we can to kind of make sure that the Walgreens are working with the federally qualified health centers, which are working with the state sites. Everyone's a team, and when you do that, it works well. But they'll start up this weekend.
And how about your best friend there, Chase Winovich? You and he have become buds ever since.
Chase. He's one of the best promoters, not just of the Seacoast, but of the Granite State that I can think of lately, which is pretty awesome. And he's doing some stuff with us on vaccines. He's doing some stuff to promote the state as a whole. So we're going to keep doing stuff with him because he's just, he's a fun guy. He's a great representative. And obviously, it's great to have one of the, I'm not going to say one of the better Patriots, but, one of the one of the better Patriots get to, be in New Hampshire and brag a little bit about the Granite State.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Governor, this isn't so much as a question as it is me bragging about my nephews. My twin nephews are going to turn 12 in June. They can't wait. You imagine that? They can't wait to get their vaccination. They're weird like I am, I guess. But I guess it's something that the cool kids at their school are looking forward to doing. I think the cool kids are looking forward to doing that. Well, they just register on Vinny with their parents, the same as, like the 16-year-olds?
That's right. Yep, they can register the exact same way. Some of the schools, depending on where they go, may also do their own school sites. For the 12 to 15-year-olds, schools may have their own clinics, so that might be a possibility as well. Or you can go to a state site. You can do that, or a pharmacy, just like everybody else. But you do have to have a parent with you, just like the 16 to 18-year-olds need. But yeah, we're just trying to keep it very, very similar, the same process, so as not to confuse anybody. And I think that's not approved just yet, but probably in the next week or so, something like that. We think it should get done. And it will be interesting to see just how many kids, how many 12 to 15-year-olds decide to take the vaccine. Yeah. We're not really sure. Is it half? Is it a third? Is it 3/4? Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll have enough for them. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
I was going to say, for the Rochester Middle School, it sounds to me like all the cool kids want to do it. So
the cool kids want the vaccine. Oh, well, okay. Maybe I could put that in a PSA. Cool kids get the vaccine.
Be like the cool kids. That's right. Well, we're looking forward to your press conference today at 3:00. Who is doing the sign language today?
I think David will be up.
He's my favorite.
Doing, the interpretation for us. He's awesome. He's become he's really one of the team. He's a lot of fun. He comes over. He drives in from Vermont, actually.
Oh. Wow.
I think we've talked about this a little bit before, because the type of interpretive sign language that he does is we don't have a whole lot of people that do it here. It's not. I don't want to say it's new, but it's more expressive and it's more all encompassing. But anyways, he drives over. He's been one of our team for a long time. Yeah. And he even said to me the other day, he was asking me when our vacations were. He's like, Chris, I don't want to miss a single press conference. I don't want to miss them. I love being here.
So great.
So yeah, he's just great.
That is awesome. Thank you, Governor Chris Sununu.
Yeah, David Krueger. He's amazing. He's honestly, every Thursday I'm right there watching it, and I mean, he's. Nothing against the governor, but that's the guy I'm checking out. I'm watching him.
He really is amazing and expressive. That's the key, right? Yep. It's one thing to learn the words for sign language. It's quite another to express emotion and things, Yeah. So, all right, we've got the Workday Kickoff coming up next. 3 hours of continuous classic hits, commercial-free. Michael Jackson kicks that off next on The Shark.